Yeah, good evening, friends. Manga, you can go forward. Welcome.
Yes, ma'am. Very good evening to one and all. We welcome you to the Deccan Positive Mental Health webinar series. We welcome today resource person Dr. Venugopal Reddy, sir, MBBS and MD General Medicines USA. And we welcome participants and teammates on behalf of Manasa Subkara Mindcare Hyderabad in association with Yellow Bond Counseling Center Hyderabad, India. Forest Creative Heart Studio, Punjab. Thank you. Over to intro section. Thank you all. 1 second.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for that wonderful welcome address. Our speaker for today is Dr. Venugopal Reddy, sir. He would be speaking on the topic how to break mental prisons, and we are in the 84th session today. Regarding an introduction to sir, he has an MBBS, sir, has completed his MBBS and MD, General Medicine from the Trivandrum Medical College in the year 1975 to 1979, MRCP, General Medicine from UK in 1993, ABIM, American Board of Internal Medicine in 1996, was the Assistant Professor of Medicine in Medical College Service, Kerala, till 1992. Primary care physician and behavioral scientist in the USA since 1994. His primary profession is he's been a physician for more than 45 years. Secondary profession is he's been a trainer, coach, and a public speaker for more than 35 years. And with that short introduction, I would like to welcome Sir for this session today. A very warm welcome once again to you, sir, on behalf of our team members. And the floor is yours. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, friends. Are we recording? Have you started the recording?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Good. So I assume I am audible and visible, and the slide is also visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the topic, how to break mental prisons. How many of you think that you are still inside some mental prison? I don't know. Because I was inside a mental prison for quite some time. Now let me start the slides. The mission, that is the brand name of my floor, fan site. Entertain, educate, enlighten, and empower. The last one is empowerment. I always try to empower listeners, initially by entertaining and by educating and by enlightening. Purpose of today's webinar, know what is a mental prison. Then once you know what is a mental prison, then we must know the impact of mental prison on our life. And lastly, how to escape from these mental prisons. There are plenty of books on mental prison. You'll be surprised. It is not an uncommon or unusual problem. It is very common. You'll be convinced when you listen to me and watch the subsequent slides. Definition of prison: a situation or relationship from which it is difficult to escape. I'll read it once again. A situation or relationship from which it is difficult to escape. Ludwig Mies quote, less is more. On this topic, the material I have is a lot. I can talk for 10 hours. But obviously, today I'll be sharing only few very, very crucial points. The Perry Thomas is a writer and poet. The cruelest prison of all is the prison of the mind. Every slide, every quotation is very thought-provoking. The hardest present to escape is your own mind. Unfortunately, I'm not able to see any of you, and still, I don't know whether I've turned on my cell phone also. The cell phone, I can see our Indiraji, and that's all. And do you agree? Anitaji or Indiraji, if you can turn on your video and just raise your hand. The hardest person to escape is your own mind. If you agree, raise your hand. Yes. Okay, good. Agree. Good. Thank you. I know what the caged bird feels, alas. A bird inside a cage, it feels very suffocated. It wants to escape, it cannot. The same way, many of us, we are not aware of these invisible prisons, and we feel miserable because we are trapped inside these prisons. Sometimes the thing that is holding you back is all in your head. What's happening there? That elephant is tied to with a rope. Now, all it takes is only 10 seconds for that elephant to just break and go away. But it won't dare to do that one. It won't dare to do that one. Why? You can't win, don't even try. Here, I asked earlier, that is that, what is her name? She's in Punjab, I think monkey, young child. A baby elephant is tied to a pole, the chain. The baby elephant will try to break that one. But the baby elephant doesn't have the strength, is not strong enough to break that one. And it tries for a couple of days. Then what happens? The chain rubbing creates a wound, pain, swelling. It stops. And it starts believing. Now comes that belief. I cannot. So I should not even try. This is what is happening. Young children, many parents, grandparents, teachers, because of their own ignorance about these things, they put such thoughts. They program them with these negative thoughts. Child grows, becomes an adult. But that deep-rooted, that belief, it hurts, and the child won't be able to escape from those negative thoughts and beliefs. Do you agree? Is this clear? I want to make sure. Unfortunately, this Google Meet is not at all user-friendly for me. So that is what is happening. So don't take it lightly. Men are not prisoners of fate, but only prisoners of their own minds. Franklin D. Roosevelt. The reason I chose Roosevelt is, at the age of 39, polio attack, and he couldn't walk. He was in the wheelchair. It took nearly 1 year for him to get better. But he didn't give up his ambition. He didn't become a prisoner of his own mind. Oh, I am polio, I am disabled, I cannot. If you are taught that way, forget about it. So that is why only prisoners of their own minds. And he served as president 4 consecutive terms. Now it is not possible. Now only 2 terms. That time it was possible. Breaking mental presence is possible. So when I am saying this is my own slide quotation, it is not easy, but it's not impossible. It's neither easy nor impossible. It is possible. What are the steps involved? Step 1, find out the root causes that created the walls of the mental presence. Then step number 2, work patiently and persistently to break the walls of those presence. Without finding out the causes, there is no way you will be able to break the mental presence. Going to a psychiatrist, psychologist is not going to help. They won't be able to find the mental presence. Only you alone can find those causes. I will explain from my own personal story how I was able to break mental presence. Mental presence of 8 negative thoughts. I am dark. Skin color. I suffered from that. I am dark. Because when I was a child, many of my relatives, they would compare my color with somebody else's. Oh, he is very fair. The other guy is very fair. So immediately, the message, okay, I'm not fair, I'm dark, so I'm inferior. I suffered many years until, who helped me? Rajinikanth, when he became a movie star. He is dark. Till then, I believed the color is dark, then you are not handsome and you won't be very successful. I was able to come out of that mental prison. I am short. You must have seen some people. They are not tall. Oh, they feel inferiority feeling. Then constantly for the rest of their life, they will be trapped inside that mental prison. The height. I am poor. And here also, Dhirubhai Ambani's words. If you are born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, it is your fault. And he proved a 10th grader and he built that Reliance empire. So these are all the negative thoughts. We must examine those things critically. I'm disabled. I showed you. That is at FDR. I'm semi-literate. Oh, this is another one. Oh, I don't have a college degree. I am either uneducated or no. So I won't be able to thrive. I wish I had a college degree. I wish I had gone to college. No. Most important thing is self-education, informal education. From the school of life, in Tamil Nadu, 4 chief ministers, none of them had college degree. One Kamaraj Nadar, 7th grader, best CM. Karnanidhi, I think 8th grade. MGR, 3rd grade. Jayalalitha, he didn't go to college, 10th grade. So remember that one. Every time if somebody feels, oh, I don't have a college degree. College degree is not required. But they learn from the school of life. Education is required, but from the school of life, from experience. I'm dumb. This is also a negative thought again and again. There's an old Tamil song. I know some of you may not be able to understand Tamil, but still I will sing that song. Nanoru muttalunge nalla padichavanga nalu peru sonnange nanoru muttalunge. Chandrababu song. Yeah, I am stupid. Because 4 people are told that I am stupid. Never let somebody else's negative opinion about you get inside your mind. I belong to lower caste. All this caste system, especially in the Hindu community. No, it has nothing to do. What about B.R. Ambedkar was a Dalit? That also some in the mid 20th century. No. K.R. Narayan was a Dalit. Now the current president, she is a tribal woman. Get rid of that negative thought. It is the thought that will stand in the way of your success. I'm a failure. Yeah, you make an attempt and you fail. Okay, then give up. No. Try that and learn lessons from the failure. Once you learn lessons from the failure and you do that one, maybe 2 or 3 attempts, you will win. Otherwise, you will be permanently trapped in that mental prison. Helen Keller, we know that is 3 handicap. Visually challenged, hearing impaired, and she cannot speak. You know that is, she learned 4 languages. And she traveled to more than 80 countries. And she was a honorary doctorate from many universities. Her belief in herself, my ability, she didn't let those handicaps, physical handicaps, just physically handicapped, but not mentally handicapped. But unfortunately, there are millions of people, they are not physically handicapped, but they are mentally handicapped. Do you agree? If you agree, in the chat box or whatever it is, you put agree. Yes. So it is not the physical handicap that is more harmful, mental handicap. Daniel DeVito is highly successful actor, comedian, filmmaker. His height is only 4 feet 10 inches. So he never let I am short, that one, interfere with his dreams, goals, everything. EMS Namboodiripad, communist leader. He was Chief Minister of Kerala also. For your information, he was one of the most powerful orators, and he had stammering. I had the opportunity to listen to him a couple of times. No, the stammering did not discourage him or demotivate him from addressing an audience. Look at how many people are sitting there. Once many people are frogs in a well, Kupa Mandugam. Once you read, all these things, know all these things, that is what is required to overcome most of these mental handicaps. Many people, they don't read. They don't read. Reading is important, essential. Look at it. Obama. Many people here thought that he will never become the president. Yes, he is black. He is black. But he had immense confidence in himself. Self-confidence, first requirement. And we know history. He broke that barrier. Earlier, I told you about Rajinikanth. Mental presence of 10 negative emotions. Fear. Very powerful. I suffered from fear. I suffered from glossophobia. Glossophobia is fear of public speaking. And fear of speaking in English. I went to a Malayalam medium school. And I thought, again, negative thought, irrational belief. Only if you go to an English medium school, then only you'll be able to speak in English fluently. That thought. The school, I passed all the exams. First class at SSLC. Pre-degree first class. Admission to medical school on the basis of merit. MBBS, MD, all exams I passed in the first attempt. Still, I didn't have that confidence to speak in English. Fear of making mistakes, public speaking, that fear. I was able to overcome that one. About that English, somewhere around the age of 28 or something like that, I came across a news in a film magazine about Shivaji Ganeshan. That one said that Shivaji Ganeshan can speak English fluently. Hey, he was a primary school dropout, third grader. The question, hey, how come that he is able to speak so fluently, and I have gone to the medical school, I have MBBS, MD, I'm not able to. That one motivated me. Yes, it is possible. It is possible. Everything changed then. I worked on boosting my vocabulary power. Then I started listening to BBC radio, Voice of America radio. I started reading Hindu newspaper. It took another some 3 to 6 months for me to overcome that fear of speaking in English. Because we don't have a lot of time, I've shared you only one example that is from my own personal life to motivate some people. Anxiety, anger. Anger is a very strong negative emotion. And people who are short-tempered, they may avoid certain situations because they think that, okay, I won't be able to control my anger. I may say something. I will do something. What do? They avoid. Greed. Ambition. Unrealistic ambition. You need ambition, but some people put the ambition very high, huge. And then they become a prisoner of that one. And then realize, oh, I am not able to. But I want to, and I am not able to. So your ambition should match your abilities. Hate. Regret. Oh, very strong. Worst kind of emotion, negative emotion. Living in regret is extremely painful. Grief. Jealousy. The guilt feelings. This is why I didn't want to be a prisoner of guilt feelings. When my father, at the age of 85, we had some slight health problems. I came from USA. I thought I would spend a couple of months there. And subsequently, when I came there, I saw the whole situation, everything is different. I decided to stay back. I resigned my job here. Father lived for another 5.5 years. And I was there. And I could see from his expression, he never, not even once, he asked me to stay back. From his expression, yes, some kind of a satisfaction or contentment or feeling of security. Oh, my son, he's a doctor, he's here. And he passed away peacefully at the age of 90. Because of that, I'm not living with any feelings of guilt. Otherwise, I would have been living with a feeling of guilt for the rest of my life. People who enjoy mental freedom, who? Politicians. They are not prisoners of any of these things. They don't have any fear, no anxiety, nothing. I can do, I will do. We must learn from the politicians, their mindset. I haven't seen any politician committing suicide or suffering from depression. or insomnia, or very rarely they get heart attack also. So politicians enjoy mental freedom because they are not prisoners of, they are not mental prisoners. Hardcore criminals, yes, again, no conscience, no guilt feelings, no regrets. They enjoy mental freedom. Inventors, they are not afraid of any failure. A lot of passion. Whatever they are doing is out of passion. They enjoy mental freedom. They believe they can do. Discover the same thing. Scientists also. Irrational comparisons from a prejudiced mind can create inferiority complex. Do you agree? If you agree, in the chat box put agree. I want to know how many of you agree with my own original thoughts or ideas. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, thank you. That's where my irrational comparison, skin color, that one created inferiority complex. And irrational again, but that I won't be able to speak English. Everything was irrational. And comparing somebody else, oh, here he went to the English medium school. That is why he is able to speak fluently. My father was a fourth grader. My mother was a fifth grader. Oh, their parents are highly educated. That is why. Everything with a prejudiced mind. I believe that there is no improvement if you have an inferiority complex and victim mentality. South Korean rapper. As long as the mind clings to belief, it is held in a prison. Yiddu Krishnamurti, great philosopher and thinker. 3 invisible jailers, irrational beliefs. During the discussion, if you want me to explain, I'll explain that one more. Unrealistic goals, unhealthy comparison and competition. Please note down. If you want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. 3 invisible jailers. Not the movie Rajinikanth, that is a jailer. This is not that. This is an invisible jailer. Prescription for breaking mental prisons. You know, I am a medical doctor. A medical doctor always writes prescription. So prescription for breaking mental prisons. Stop wanting to be like others. Be you. Never compare yourself to somebody else and want to be like that person. Trying to get the assets, material or tangible or intangible assets. Stop worrying about what others will think. That is a big, this one. That's really a stupid thing to do. What will others think? What will others think? Do you see any politician being worried about that? Every day, millions of people talk something negative about them. Any decision, whatever is it, whether it is Prime Minister Modi or Stalin or Rahul Gandhi, whatever they say, whatever they do, they are not worried about what others will think. Surround yourself with positive people. Negative people, people who are always a naysayers, they try to demotivate you. Oh, that is a risk. That is a risk. Don't do that one. Oh, avoid such people from your life. That's also I did consciously avoid some people who were always demotivators. At the age of 40, I was working as an assistant professor in the medical college service in Kerala, the Department of Medicine. I decided to go abroad and try the MRCP, then go to USA. I was 40. I graduated at the age of 23, MBBS. Oh, some of my friends and the seniors, they mocked at me. What? You are a middle-aged person? You are going to take all these exams? And right from this one, you are stupid, you are dumb, you are crazy. You cannot do that one. You'll be wasting your time, money, energy, everything. You are already an assistant professor. Why the hell do you want to do that one? I simply ignored. I listened to my inner voice. Question, I can do that one. I can. I was confident in my abilities. I went and passed all the exams in the first attempt. For the America, the exam passing score is 75. I scored 89. It's not because I'm a genius. It's because I learned certain techniques, how to memorize, how to do this thing and all those things. And I passed. So surround yourself with positive people, negative people. That's what is happening most of the time. They may be doing not with any malicious intention, but that is the way they are. Don't let the words and all those things. It's contagious. Empower yourself through self-education. That is what I did. From the age of 28, I must have read hundreds of books, mostly non-fiction books, self-development. Hundreds of books, I'm not joking. So that is the secret behind my success, my happiness, my accomplishments. So in the beginning, I told you the purpose of this talk is to know what is a mental presence. Know the impact of mental presence on life. Know how to escape from mental presence. Have I met your expectation? In the chat box. That's what I told you. Have I? I want to know your feedback. Did I deliver what I promised? I'm not seeing any response. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Now, upcoming talks every week on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. I give a talk webinar through my platform. This Thursday, next Thursday, the topic is psychology of stupidity. After that, psychology of burnout. If you want to join, I'm going to share my WhatsApp number. Take a screenshot, and then subsequently, if you send a WhatsApp message, your number and your name, I will include you in that WhatsApp group, so that you can join the live meetings, and you can get, if you are not able to, then you can get the video recordings from the YouTube. That is my WhatsApp number.
Yeah, thank you, sir. It was a wonderful session. We thoroughly enjoyed how to break our mental prison. You beautifully explained point by point. Yeah, friends, you can interact with sir.
Okay, now let me just a minute turn on the camera. Am I visible? Oh, yes, I'm visible. Okay.
Yeah, you are visible. You can stop sharing, sir.
Okay, stop sharing, stop presenting. Is that the one I should do? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I think that
Yeah,
we have.
Purnima
How much time did that take? Now we started 40 minutes.
Yeah, Purnima Girish, please go ahead.
Okay. Purnima ji, you can ask a question or you can tell something which you want to say. Thank you, Anita ji. 40 minutes.
Dr. Venugopal.
Yeah.
Sir, my name is Rajendra. I'm from Vizag, sir.
If you can, please turn on your camera so that I'll be able to see your lovely face. Don't worry.
I apologize, sir. I'm on a low bandwidth area, so
okay.
The actual call may get cut. I just have one question, sir, please.
Okay.
Do you think there is any direct correlation between being a mental prisoner of any parameter and suicide?
Definitely, 100%. Because the depression comes most of the time, except some endogenous depression. Most of the time, the external factors, when they are not able to achieve many things, they go for job interviews, they are getting rejected again and again, and they think that is okay, and comparison and criticism, and again expecting the children. These days, NEET examination. What is happening after if they fail the NEET examination? In Tamil Nadu also recently, a boy, I think that he committed suicide, and his father also committed suicide on the next day. So exam phobia and all this harsh criticism, the parents and grandparents are responsible for making the lives of children a hell. Stop pushing the children and the adults also. Unrealistic expectations. I don't know how many of you are aware of the multiple intelligences. Every person has got a different kind of a set of intelligence. Focus on that one, nurture that one, and choose a career where your attitude and aptitude they match.
Correct.
Both should match. My own son, I will share the real life story. My own son, I'm in USA, my own son, he used to get a lot of very good marks in science subject. And I know how much a doctor can make. A doctor can earn a lot more than people in other professions. Here the lawyers earn more than doctors, profession-wise.
Sir.
And I'm a doctor. But during the house urgency days and after coming here also, I have seen some people, brilliant. They have the qualifications. But in the night duty, when they come to work in the night, they are in a very bad mood. Because the night duty, you won't be able to sleep. Your sleep will be interrupted. They'll be in a very bad mood, I have seen. And they are unfit to this profession. They'll say, here in USA, typically, oh, shit, the beeper goes on around 2 o'clock, and as in, shit. Then, so they are unfit. They're chosen the wrong profession. So when they go there won't be any compassion, no empathy. So my son also, I saw when he was a pre-teenager, in the night, there's any power failure, or if in some way sleep is disturbed, the next day, the whole day, he'll be grumbling. I couldn't get a sleep. I couldn't. This won't happen. And I thought, my goodness, if he chooses the medical profession, he won't enjoy. He won't be an asset to the medical profession. He'll be a liability. So I looked at his aptitude, talents, and everything. And I saw him I nurtured him, and I made sure that his communication skills were excellent. And he is an extrovert. He used to go and meet people. And he used to observe all these ads, advertisements, everything. I thought, okay, maybe marketing, MBA. So I started and discussed with him. And he also thought, okay, good. Then I sent him into India after the 7th grade. He studied in India. I didn't want him to lose the root culture and everything. So from 8th grade onwards, till he completed MBA at Symbiosis, Pune. Marketing.
Very good. Okay.
So real life story. So wrong career choosing again, that will give depression and subsequently failure in life, suicide. Have I answered your question?
Absolutely very well, sir. Thank you so much.
Right. You look at a politician, they don't commit suicide because they have chosen the right career that matches their aptitude and interest.
Sadly, yes, that's true.
Every year, do you know, in USA, every year, around 400 doctors commit suicide. So they're all brilliant, intelligent, went to the medical school, choosing the wrong career for wrong reasons, and they were not feeling happy. I haven't come across even a single politician committing suicide in the USA.
True, sir. Very true.
Even if you send them to the prison, they don't commit suicide. They'll come out again.
Right.
Lalu Prasad Yadav, how many times he was in and out of the prison?
Ah. Except
Okay,
for
any
his
more
personal
questions?
health issue, there's nothing wrong with him now.
Right
Mentally,
now,
he's very, very sound.
right now, Purnima Girishji and then Isha
Yeah.
Chandra.
Thank you, Rajendran sir. Yeah, Isha. Isha
Thank you,
Chandra,
ma'am.
please go ahead.
Question while listening to you. I just want to ask you that these mental barriers that we have, how far is it okay to keep on, correcting ourselves on this front? I mean, like, it's a daily work that we got to do, that we are facing some issues and we keep on, correcting them uh, every day. So, how long is it okay to keep on doing the same thing so that we be in the right frame of mind?
Very good question, Ishaji, because I am the right person to give an answer. Because that one, that inferiority feeling and that negative person, that mental person, as I had to work every day to improve my that skills, English language skills. It took 3 to 6 months. And once you develop that self-confidence and that barrier, that person, you are out of that person.
Yes, yes.
Then about that skin color. Then I was suffering from that condition, inferiority condition, feeling. Rajinikanth, thinking about that one. Then again, Amitabh Bachchan. Yes, it's over. It didn't take much time further. It's over. Then public speaking. Public speaking. When that the EMS, I showed you that slide of EMS, the Namburi part. He has stammering. He has got a speech impediment, handicap. And he is not ashamed. He is not afraid. Then why the hell should I? Is my point?
Yes, yes, yes.
That thought immediately made me feel 50% confident. Then what did I do? That's not enough. Then at that time, I'm talking about 1980s. We didn't have a computer, no internet, no YouTube or any of those things.
Right, right, right.
So I went and listened to or watched the speeches of popular speakers. Popular speakers. In the evening, I used to go there and I used to observe critically their body language. What are they doing? What kind of a gesture they are showing? And what about their voice modulation? Everything. So I learned through observation from the school of life. You got it, Ishaji?
Yes, 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 yes.
So I must have watched at least some 30 or 40 speakers. And when I watch that one, okay, I note, make a mental note or subsequently or sometimes even write down. This is what I should do.
Okay, okay.
Then opportunity. Look for an opportunity or create an opportunity. Okay? What are things I can say? I'll volunteer. I will say the what are things. Oh, okay, I can introduce the speaker. So over a time period, 1 month or 2 months, I don't remember.
Okay.
That is over. Got it?
Yes, yes, yes. So, sir, when the seriousness goes over the board, then things might get worse. But if they are mild, and then we can use these techniques. No, I'm like talking generally. When it is on a very mild level, then we can, use these techniques and things and all. And when it goes like when it's a serious thing, then it might take another shape. Some mental illness
Even if
might.
it is serious, this is one thing. This is not cancer. Cancer, it is advanced level 4 and all those things. You cannot do anything. This is not cancer. This is
Oh, yes,
something, our own thinking. It is our own thinking, our own mind. And we can get control of that one. Only thing is read the right kind of books
yes, yes, yes,
and interact with the right kind of people.
yes, yes.
And please share this, Ishaji, this video recording with all your friends and especially
Sure.
teenagers. Teenagers. Because they are not aware that is why they are feeling that way.
True,
They
true,
should
true.
sit and analyze why. You have to ask these questions to yourself. That is inner dialogue, self mono that one. I used to ask why. Then the mind will say this. Then again ask why. Then ask why not. All these questions you ask to yourself silently. If you ask why to yourself and why not loudly, others will think that you are crazy. They may take you to a psychiatrist. Yeah? So ask these questions to yourself. And do you know that Rajinikanth, Mammootty, and I think that Amitabh Bachchan also, they used to rehearse in front of a mirror. The beginning of their career. Tomorrow I'm going to give this dialogue. How? Okay, they used to rehearse in front of a mirror.
Yes.
So the same way, rehearse in front of a mirror.
Okay.
Get an audience, your own family members, and give a speech. Talk to them about.
Great, great. Love
You can. It doesn't matter. Even if it is very advanced, all that is required is steps. Take
Yes.
baby steps.
Yes, yes.
Take
Thank you,
baby
sir.
steps
Yeah.
and big steps. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think Sarika, she's asking PPT, sir. If it is possible, we can share in group.
So what do? I can send that PPT to Sunada ji. Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes. Yeah,
Or
I will share in group.
yeah, I'll just send that one. And is it the whole PPT like that or PDF format?
Yeah, PDF format, sir.
PDF format. Yeah, I'll do that one.
Yeah. Indira, then Jyoti ma'am, you can interact with Kalyani.
Go ahead. I welcome. There is a.
Good
I
evening,
love.
sir.
Okay.
Good evening,
Yes,
sir.
ma'am. Yeah.
Good evening.
Sir, good to hear your session, sir. Normally, whenever I attend a session, you interact with others' session. Last week also, you were talking something. It's really wonderful. But this time, it's good to hear you for 40 minutes. It's and your examples. I think most of the times most of the people say that we should not use film actors. We should not give film stars examples, but I think you're the one who is giving throughout the session. You're quoting Rajnikant and Amitabh, and that is really good. Because I used to do that actually. People say that no, you should not use film stars; they'll be influenced. So,
Jyoti ji, sorry for
yeah,
interrupting.
yeah, sir, no problem.
If how that one influenced that negative thinking, then
True.
yes,
Exactly.
that is how.
Yeah.
In my own personal life. So it is a
Yeah.
personal story.
Yeah.
That's why I use all these
It's
things.
a positive
Okay.
impact, sir. It's a
Right.
positive response, actually, positive impact. So, really wonderful session, sir. We enjoyed it
Thank you.
thoroughly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, Indira.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening, sir. It was a lovely session, sir. And how to break the barriers? Yes, definitely the taboos. And if from the childhood, when the children are small, if these things are taken care by the parents, that will be the best thing. So most of the time, it happens that we learn after a certain age, and we have to work a lot on those things. So as parents, we can have a greater opportunity to work on our children and on the whole and the societies, and definitely these things work. And I have personally faced so many things and worked on my own things, and so I can totally relate with it, and it was a wonderful session, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
here also let me share. As a parent, what did I do? As a parent, because I was aware because how much I suffered because of my difference in ability to communicate and the language. So when my son was around 9 years, I started him to expand his vocabulary, did whatever to expand his vocabulary, because words, you need a very rich vocabulary. So every day I used to give him 5 words and look at the dictionary, write down the definition and make a sentence. So 5 days a week, 25 words. And initially he was finding it difficult to make a sentence using that word. So I guided him. And at the end of the month, 100 words he has learned. Then I give a test. Okay, I'll random, I give you 10 words. and the 7 words you must answer correctly. If you don't, retake the test. So like that, another some 3 or 4 years, his vocabulary expanded. That every parent can do.
So
Then he started writing poems. Now, for his imagination, he was able to find the right words. And his poems were published in the school magazine. Then the stage fright also, I wanted him to overcome. He was an initially shy person. So when I saw that is whenever I used to play the video of the songs, movie songs, either Shah Rukh Khan or Amir Khan or Hrithik Roshan, he used to stand in front of the TV and he also used to dance and everything. And when I saw that his body flexibility is very good. So I was in Iowa, that in big student community, Indian student community, every year they used to celebrate Diwali. They said to send an email if you want to participate or any cultural events, if you have any item, give your name and all those things. I gave him his name. I said cinematic dance. And when without asking him, I gave the name. When I told him, Anna, we are going to do a cinematic dance. Oh no, Dad, no. He was begging. I said, no, you can do it. You can do it. I said, what will happen? The sky is not going to fall down. That is how we give the courage. The sky is not going to fall down. Go ahead and do. Choose a song. And he chose the song, Fir Bhi Dil Hai Hindustani, Shah Rukh Khan. And I told him, I don't want you to imitate whatever he did. Then that is mimicry. I want to come out with your own original moves. And I translated the words Hindi to English. And he nearly 80 to 90% of that one he choreographed. And that day he was very nervous. He went to the stage. I told him, ignore. Think that is nobody is watching you. You are dancing now inside our living room. Don't think that you are standing in front of an audience. Then dance as if that you are dancing in front of me. He danced. After that, the applause, thundering applause, everything. Stage fright completely gone. Get my point? So this is what a parent should do. Step by step, his vocabulary expanded. He can communicate well. And the stage fright, everything gone.
So I agree with you, fully agree with you, but still we have to see the aptitude of children. I've got twin daughters and both have got the same environment and everything is the same. But in spite of that, both are diverse. So everything we cannot teach whatever we want them to learn. So they've got their own different identity and they will do, like, if they agree to what we say, that is great. But otherwise we'll have to, like my one daughter, she was into studies and she was lot interested. She was reading the newspapers from the almost 3 years of age. She just started doing mimicry of her father and she started reading. Other one, when I used to tell her to study when she was in 7th and 8th standard, you also read some story book. She said, Mama, I've got lot many books to study, that many, let me study. So it's all the child's aptitude. Only thing is we can help them whatever they want to do.
Right, Indiraji, that is the exact point I have been saying again and again. You have to identify their aptitude, their interest. Because when he was dancing, I spotted that one. And then all those things. Yes. And when he was that ad and everything, okay, he's noticing ads, so maybe he should go for marketing.
True.
And that profession. We miss that one. You take the children to some counselors to give them the guidance, what career he should choose. And no, the counselors, they won't be able to help you. The parents, you have to identify what are the things. If your daughter, daughter is interested in cooking, yes, along that line. She can become an excellent chef or catering business down the road. What is wrong with that one? She's interested in flower and all those things. Indoor flowering and bouquet, on all those things. Opportunities are plenty. But our mindset, many parents, you should become a doctor, I should become an engineer. Doctor, engineer. That mindset, as long as there, nothing is going to change.
Very
okay,
true, sir.
Sunandaji.
Yeah. I think we can conclude today's session, sir, with your permission.
Sure.
Yeah, Anita ma'am, you can go for VBOT.
And okay, I thank you once again to Sunandaji for making this happen. She invited me to give a talk, and I accepted. And as I told you, that every week, Thursday, I give a talk. And this Indira ji and Sunada ji and a couple of other people also, they participated in my Thursday talk. You're all welcome. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And thank you for a wonderful, a meaningful, and a thoughtful session from you. And kindly accept our gratitude on behalf of the Deccan Positive Mental Health team, which has Manasa Shubhakara, Hyderabad, the Yellow Pond Counseling Center, Hyderabad, India, and also Forest Creative Arts Studio, Punjab. And dear friends, we will meet with yet another beautiful session next Friday. Until then, it's a goodbye from all of us here. Take care and have a wonderful weekend, and advanced wishes to each one of you for a wonderful year ahead. Thank you all once again, and thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, friends.
Thank you.